What's up, everyone? It's the MLG guy here. I wanted to tell y'all a story that happened to me 6 years ago. This story is absolutely crazy and so avoidable. Yet, I was stupid enough to go along with it, and it got me into some trouble. Either way, let's go ahead and start talking about this story. Alright, so I was about 10 years old, and this girl that my sister was friends with was living with us. She'd been living with us probably for a few months at this point. And she had a filthy habit. She would smoke a ton of cigarettes. But one day, she ran out. So we're sitting on our back porch. It's just me and her. She asks me, "Do you know anybody in your neighborhood that smokes?" I said yes. I didn't really know anybody who really smoked in my neighborhood. I just said yes because I kind of had a crush on her. Even though she was completely batshit crazy, she ended up being bipolar in the end. Either way, I said yes to her, and we told my mom that we were going to go out for a walk. Here I am, a 10-year-old boy with a 17-year-old girl. We're walking down the road in some thick jackets because it's winter at this point, but we're walking down the road and she says, "Okay, which people do you know smokes?" And I point to this one house that we'd smell smoke coming from in the past, but I think it was empty at that point. So we go and ring the doorbell. No answer. So she says, "Do you know anybody else?" I said yes. And we went down the road even further. And I made up this stupid story about how this guy smoked cigarettes. I didn't even really know the guy. But we go up to his door. I'm just hanging back. I have my sweatshirt totally closed or whatever, where you can't see my face at all. And I'm just sitting back on the sidewalk, and she goes up and rings the doorbell. She's just standing there. This guy comes out and says, "Can I help y'all?" And she says, "Do you have any cigarettes?" And he says, "Cigarettes?" And I think she said something about how she was doing some sort of school project or something. She made a really dumb excuse. He says no, and we start heading down the road again, because I said that I knew a couple more houses. So we end up going to this one house that have movers going in and out. We go up to the moving truck that was in these people's driveway. I'm just hanging back like I did before, and she goes up to one of the movers and asks if he has any cigarettes. He said no as well. And so we ended up going further into my neighborhood, and at this point we were basically just ringing random doorbells like idiots. We got through 2 more houses until we ring the doorbell on this last house. And right after she rings the doorbell, here comes a cop car right down the street. And she goes by the house, sees us, backs up, and goes into the driveway. And she says, "What are y'all doing? Put your hands up." She asked us to turn around with our hands up and just to stand there. And then she says to come over by her car, one at a time. She starts to search us. And this girl made the worst excuse ever. She said, "This is my boyfriend's jacket. I don't know what's in it." And I thought, shut the fuck up. You are going to get us in even deeper trouble, you fucking whore. And she asked us, "Are y'all related or something along that lines?" And this girl is so dumb, and says, "This is my little brother," when in turn, I'm not. The police officer asked us something else, and I don't remember what it was. But she ended up retracting her statement, and a police officer said, "Don't you dare lie to me." I thought she was gonna like slap handcuffs on her right then and there. She ends up searching us, and what does she find? Nothing on me, but on her, she finds lighters, an empty pack of cigarettes, and I don't remember what else, but she found those things, and she's like, "Why do you have these?" And I don't remember what happened after that, but she stuck us in the back of her squad car and started questioning us a little more, and then said, "What's your address?" And I gave her my address, and I was trying to hold back tears at that point. We're just sitting back there, and my God, those seats were uncomfortable because they were plastic. We were behind bars. The policewoman asks us names and our ages, and this girl says hers, and then I say my name and my age, and the police officer says, whoa, wait, what? You're only 10? What are you doing smoking?" And I thought to myself, but I wasn't smoking, but I didn't actually say it. So this police officer probably still thinks I was smoking to this day, probably. She's like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna take y'all home. Y'all better stay out of trouble. If I get called down here again, I'm going to detain y'all." She ends up taking us home. She says, "Alright, get out." We walk up to the door. Police officer is gone. I think she had actually called my mom. I'm not entirely sure on that one. And told her ahead of time, but didn't tell her the entire situation. So, the story my mom knows is that we were two people walking on the street looking suspicious because of our winter clothing and everything. That's not really the case, because the story is completely different and totally stupid. To this day, I regret doing that, but it is what it is at this point. It's already happened. And honestly, it's kind of a cool story to tell. I don't tell it that often, though. Oh, and actually, there is one more thing I forgot to tell y'all. That guy that we knocked on his door and he answered and everything, I'm pretty sure he's the one that called. I mean, it was just suspicious. It was really suspicious. And I don't blame the guy for it, really. Because it was really dumb what we were doing. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to all my rambling and everything. Just because you're attracted to a girl, don't just do whatever she says. Otherwise, you're going to get into some deep shit. Anyway, guys, I've been the MLG guy, and I'm out.